Hey you guys, it's Disney Love Anime, and today we are going to be talking about episode 4, Yashahime. So, first off in the episode, I'm just going to tell you, I think the episode was a little rushed. They just had too many things going on at once in this episode. The episode starts off with Moroha training with the elderly, and they're like, "Wow, her form is so good." And she's like, "Well, I'm older than you guys, probably in this time. I'm 450 years old." And I don't know, it was just weird. Like I would be expecting her to be like amazed by all the things, not like I don't know. It was just weird. But what was funny was the fact that your grandpa had gave her something. Usually Kagome would hate it, and she loved it. She thought the little foot thing he gave her was cool. So it goes off next with Toa being back in school, thinking about traveling back in time and stuff like that. I still get a little weird vibe from the teacher. Like if you go to his like smile, he like smiled at her, and he was like, "Oh, daydream's not gonna help you," and he did this like weird smile, like he might be a bad guy. So I'm not really sure. Still watching that guy, but they went off and shot back at to Soda's house, and freaking Setsuna was playing the violin. Not saying that you can't learn it, but if you've been in the feudal era, I would expect you to not know how to play the violin. Obviously, she's Sesshomaru's daughter. She's very talented, in demonic powers and stuff like that. But it was just weird for her just to be there for a few days and already she's a pro at the violin. What I thought was cute was they did pretty much the backpack scene where Kagome will overstuff her backpack, and like she had a bike in there. It was just it was funny because I know what they were trying to do to appeal to the older fans of Inuyasha, but they made it pretty ridiculously big. Like even Kagome never stuffed her bike inside of the backpack. So yeah. So Toa thanks Soda, for raising her, and even Soda was looking at some pictures of her, and they still don't know what happened to her. That's really messed up. So they get down to making the deal with Roothead. Moroha promises Roothead the rainbow crystals, which is a pretty big promise. So I didn't know how that was going to go watching the episode, because I thought Roothead would just take the pearls immediately. That would have been a lot more smarter to do instead of waiting. If I was the bad guy, that's what I would have done. But they go through the portal, and then they come to what I thought was going to be Kikyo. It's actually the spirit of the Tree of Ages that is borrowing Kikyo's form, only because Kikyo's power is still in the tree some type of way, like with the arrow of sealing. So this is the part where it gets weird. It shows Ren, and then the tree is basically asking them to slay a demon. So this demon, Sesshomaru's dad, Inuyasha and Sesshomaru's dad had ruled the lands of the west, and this demon had ruled the lands of the east. So apparently something has happened to where Sesshomaru said, screw this, I don't want to rule, and he walked a different path. So what the Tree of Ages is asking them to do is to slay a demon. All Moroha said she would accept just because she wanted the bounty for it, right? And Setsuna said she didn't even know Sesshomaru, so why the hell would she, fight? Toa said she wouldn't do it because, once again, that's a lot that you're asking, children to do in her mind. So the Tree of Ages had asked him like 3 different ways, and I thought that they were going to actually have a fight with her, but they didn't. She actually woke up Roothead, and it was really cool seeing all 3 of them fight, so you can see, pretty much the girls like show their power. They all defeated Roothead. I really love Maruha's Heavenly Barrage because it's so nice. She actually did this cool attack with her sword. It was kind of like Windscar, but it's like a red flame that comes out. Toa's power, I think she could be stronger than Setsuna to a certain extent, because she, with this energy sword that she has, she actually was able to attack with like a blue dragon. attack and finish off Root Head in the weak spot. So that was actually pretty cool. Um, so they return home to the feudal era. And what's really weird is after everything was said and done, Sesshomaru is seen at the end, and obviously I know for a fact it's Ren. Something has happened where I think he had to seal Ren in the tree. That's probably why he didn't want to take over the lands anymore. So even they were having a conversation that you see that they refuse me. You know, destiny is always changing, and you just see Sesshomaru's footsteps walking away. So I don't know, maybe whoever this new demon is that rules the lands of the east, maybe he attacked Ren and to keep her alive, because I still think Ren is alive in that tree. I don't know, something just had to happen. And then too, if you see like above the top, they're showing that butterfly that's like around the tree. So maybe he just had to seal her in there to save her, because you know this will be Ren's third time dying pretty much. So I'm not sure. I'm excited for next week's episode because in the preview, if you watched it, you can see Maroha's eyes turn the amber golden, and she's wearing, I believe, the lipstick. So I guess maybe that will make her powers activate into being more of a full demon or a stronger half demon. Who knows? But overall, this episode, it just felt rushed. I get the comic relief scenes, and I am appreciative of that. But I don't like it when they do that, you know, just to show Sesshomaru's footsteps, show him not speaking, show Ren in the tree, and then he just walks away. You know, and they also introduce this whole another, you know, demon from the east that we have never even heard about. And for Sesshomaru just to walk away from, you know, ruling his own lands, that was Sesshomaru's whole point in Inuyasha, was to find his own power, rule his own lands. Now, if something as devastating has happened to Ren, obviously, I guess that would not give him the motivation anymore. But I guess we'll just have to see. So let me know your thoughts, and I guess we'll figure out this mystery. I mean, it's so rushed. Like all the episodes are like rushed, and then I don't know, but we'll figure out this mystery together.